What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Everything Wrestling. And today we will be looking at the Ultimate Wrestling Fan Accessory Pack. Now, y'all know this is the one I've been actually waiting for because there was a lot of accessories in here that I feel like we can use in our figure photography. So shout out to Figures Toy Company for sending this out to us to photograph and to review. So let's get to it. Alright, so as y'all can see, pretty much from the box we can see that we have some hot dogs, we got some regular cups, and we got cups that basically imitates liquid coming out of them. We got popcorn. We got popcorn that like turning over. We got those fingers. Now that's the one I'm looking forward to, doing the fingers. We got wrestling belts, and we have fan cards. So basically, where we can write what we like on there, and the fans can do poster boards. So let's get to the actual unboxing of all this stuff. So we just gonna dump it out, y'all. We're gonna dump it out, and I'm gonna bring you guys in to see this. So let's do one of these numbers. Oh. All right. So hold on. Zooming out. Get y'all some light, and voila. All right. So what we have here, basically we got some wrestling belts. Now of course, these are the wrestling belts that pretty much, if you have been following Figures Toy Company, these are the wrestling belts that pretty much kind of fit Jakks. So as you see, they kind of, as they call them, generic belts. So that's their version of the US belt. We got the world title. We got the Intercontinental title, and this one is tag team title. So let me put you down real quick, and I'm going to show you. We're going to put one on one of the big guys, and you just can see how they fit on the big ones, because basically because we know that these fit with Jakks, they're going to be a little big. So I wouldn't, in my personal suggestion, I wouldn't put these with any of the as you call it, any of the smaller ones. So there's Perfect, as you guys can see. Hold on, let me put that here. As you can see, Perfect for him. So if you want to have like a generic, like basically, if you're shooting pictures and you want your fan to have a belt, it actually, it looks good on them. Like, it's a generic belt, so it's not specific to a company. But it looks good on him. It works. It works for him. Now, let me show you how it looks with a smaller guy. Let's try. We're going to do. So let's show you with Marvin. So with Marvin, it still works, because you guys all know when you go to the wrestling shows, you see everybody with the extra big belts. So it actually works with Marvin. So like I said, it's a cool concept, just for pictures. Have your fans in there with different belts, and of course you can add different, belts to them and stuff. But yeah, so that's how the belts work. All right, so let's look at. We got fingers. I think these are the cool ones. So let's pop these open. And pretty much these are kind of rubbery, which are good. So we got the flexibility. And they come in different colors. So you got a yellow, orange, black, blue, and red. So they pretty much, let me try to put them on. Haha. Now these are pretty cool. So you pretty much slide them on top of their hand, And there you go. You got the, now these will be cool for a good shot. So as you see, it just slides over their hands. So you put a you know, one of the open palms on there. Pretty cool. I like that. I like this concept. Now, these are the fan boards. You've seen this review on my channel, and these are the ones where you can pretty much write out whatever you want on there. So it comes with a dry erase marker, so you can pretty much one end. Hold on. So one end is the marker, the other end is the eraser. So you've seen these reviewed on my channel already, so you already know you can write what you want on the fans. These are pretty much plastic, so they're not cardboard or anything. They're actually plastic, and which means they will last a long time. So you write what you want on there, and then you can pretty much erase it. So keep in mind, if for some reason your marker dries out, you can use any type of dry erase marker on there. So that's the great thing. So that's a plus. Now let's get to popcorn, and we got hot dogs and drinks. So let's see what that one does. Now this is where those hands that had the closed, they had that little prong in them. So we're gonna use Marvin for this one. But remember these hands that had that little prong? That's where these come in handy at. So lay them out. So as you can see, they all have that little hole in them, and the hole is to attach to the hand. So if you turn them over, boom, they all have that hole. So we're gonna go, and we're just gonna do him holding a drink. So you just pop it in that hole, pop a hand out, and there you go. So there you go. So pretty much we just popped it in the hole, pop that hand out, and then I'm gonna take y'all back, and I'm gonna just kind of show you again so that you are clear. Put you back up here. All right. So let me just show you again. Zoom in. Here's your circle. There's your little peg. Just pop it in there. Voila. He's holding a. Up. Try that again. Gotta make sure it's pushed in all the way. So there you go. Him moving it, hand bending. We got him drinking. So that's pretty dope. Or even if you wanted to, and if you zoom in, we're gonna take it in a little closer. If you wanted to have, I'm gonna take that one off, and we're gonna go with the one where the and if we just did one of that. So if you want to make it seem like, and then of course, hold on, you can get creative with these. So if I want to make it bam, there you go. So if I wanted to make it seem like I was doing a prank and he was getting, you know, I don't know, we pouring a drink on him, or he pissed off, we can go and take some I would use like shaving cream, and I would pour it, because you know beer is kind of thick, so I would do stream shaving cream down there. That way it's easily cleanable and you get your effect across. So just a cute effect. So yeah, so these are pretty cool. Now we had a couple of people asked us about the articulation, and I'm going to show you what type of articulation we are working with. So if we use Big Boy, and I'm gonna just do, it's the same, like I tell people, it's the same articulation as any other UE figure that we have. So you got, and I didn't change out the finger, so you got where he can bend them up. If he wanted to hold them and suplex them. And matter of fact, they wanted to see the articulation of Big Boy. So Big Boy bends. We got his legs that bend. There we go. And see, y'all seeing this in real time. So now this shows you the type of articulation. Now of course the guy's shorter, but just to show you how much you can bend down. Let me see. I'm trying to find y'all a, hold on. I may have, so there you go. So we use UE. So now you can see closely the articulation in Big Boy. So everybody has that same type of articulation, and like I told y'all, when the articulation is excellent. It's the typical UE style, and it tight joints. Great tight joints. Matter of fact, I would tell you to flex them a little bit or heat them a little bit when you get them out the package, because they are tight. And that's what you want. You want tight joints to get your poses together. So yes, so I know this one was a little lengthy, but I want you guys to make sure that everything was covered and covered thoroughly, and that, like I say, you get to see the articulation, get to see how the accessories work, and I really like these little hands. These are cool. So think about these. If you know, I'm an old school person, so if we go back to like a Macho Man or something, these are pretty cool. And by these being rubber, I'm not sure, and don't quote me, but I know somebody would try it. You probably may, like I said, don't quote me, but you may probably be able to paint one. You know how they used to sell these back, and you had the Macho Man, had the old yeah and all that. You may be able to paint them like a purplish and do the old, you know, nostalgic Macho Hulk Hogan ones if you wanted to. But I'm not sure, because obviously the figures are plastic, and this is kind of a rubbery, so I don't know how that will work. So I don't want you to mess the stuff up, but you know me, I always try different things. So other than that, hopefully if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section. I definitely will answer them. Make sure you check out my other episodes. We have a bunch of, we pretty much have almost all of FTC's products on there. So if you want to inquire about any of those, feel free to go check those episodes out. Make sure you hit that notification button. First, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Start there. Then make sure you hit that notification button so that you know once we upload some new stuff, because we got a whole lot more coming. Been trying to crank it out. Time been a little tough, but we getting it all done. So other than that, y'all stay safe out there. Y'all stay blessed. And I will catch you on the next go around. Peace out.